Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is the weekend. Let's do the whole doggone thing. The final day of August, Saturday, the 31st, National Trail Mix Day, Golf Instructor Day. You had a golf instructor for a while.
I did.
Do you remember your golf instructor's name?
I do not.
How long did you have a golf instructor?
About 2 months.
Yeah, and then she's like, I don't want to do this no more. And then Dad came and watched, and he's like, we're not going to make you do this no more. Ginger Cat Appreciation Day today, National Cherry Popover Day, Zoo Awareness Day Saturday, Malaysia's National Day, International Bacon Day, need we say more? And then Sunday, September the 1st, No Rhyme Nor Reason Day, American Chess Day. I thought at first it was American Cheese Day. I was excited. And I was like, oh, American Chess, yeah. That's still nice. Pink Cadillac Day, National Tofu Day, Roblox Day. Our kids never really got into that game, did they?
I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't. And I'm sure there's other stuff. National Chicken Boy Day. Yeah.
Okay.
Celebrate accordingly. All of those things happening this weekend. And I have a guest joining me, John Kanell Preppy Kitchen. He's got a cookbook out. We're going to chat all about that coming up.
Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from VitaTech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how VitaTech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. As inflation continues to be a concern, Heidi, a new survey shows that consumers are taking special care of their cars. Not all of us, although I should be. They won't need to buy a new one anytime soon if they take care of it, right? That's the plan. 73% of car owners have made the decision to just take better care of their vehicle instead of trading it in and getting something new. 73%. That's a big number.
Have you priced new vehicles?
I know.
Holy
I
cow.
understand. I get it. Particularly true of an older generation. 75% of Gen X respondents said that they are going to just stay with the car they have. 60% of Gen Z. Interestingly, 80% of consumers still rely on others for simple vehicle maintenance. Half leave it to the pros. 27% put their family or friends to work for them. 1 in 5 said they perform their own car maintenance. That is something I've never really been into. Like, I'm just not good at it, so I'm like, I'll let somebody else do all of that. I know. You're asking, what are you good at, John? I don't know, but something, I'm sure. Maybe not. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
If you want a better credit card, it can be easy and not so hard. BetterCreditCards.com. Earn more points or get more perks. Get what you're looking for in a card that works. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Heidi, did you know the word MacGyvered is in the Oxford English Dictionary now? The original MacGyver series ran from 85 till 92, featured a main character who could fashion pretty much anything out of pretty much anything. As a result,
I remember that show.
We've been using the word MacGyvered as an adjective. Adjective. That's the thing. I mean, an adjective. Adjective. I don't know how to say it. Meaning adapted or improvised in ingenious or expedient way. March of 2019, it was officially added to the Oxford English Dictionary. It only took 34 years.
I was going to say, not until 2019.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. Fox Studios developing the first scripted series based on the October 7th attack on Israel. Premiering in October, a 4-part series, One Day in October, centers on 4 gritty narratives of love, courage, survival, and loss. The company says that each story reveals profound truths about the senseless carnage. So the thing that's interesting is I'm sure that they have to take one side or the other, right?
I don't know.
So I don't know how this is going to go over if you're on, because it's a war. There's 2 different sides, 2 different perspectives. It'll be interesting to see how all of that goes down. Again, October is when it is premiering. And Gina Rodriguez has boarded ABC's Will Trent as a series regular for season 3. So there's some folks that are super excited about that. Heidi is not one of them. She has no clue who she is or what that show is. And Shiloh Jolie Pitt is now just Shiloh Jolie.
I saw that.
18-year-old
That's
daughter
sad.
of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie dropped the Pitt from her name. She's like, I'm done. I'm no longer a Pitt. So there you go. That is kind of sad. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on RadioSavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at RadioSavings.com. That's RadioSavings.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Would you rather, Heidi? We got some would you rathers. You like these, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, so I've got this one. Would you rather wear a clown wig or clown shoes every day for the rest of your life? Clown shoes or clown wig?
Clown wig.
Really?
It'd be hard to drive a car with clown shoes on.
I'd wear the clown shoes and just let people drive me around. How about this? Would you rather...
Well, to be fair, you've been wearing clown shoes for years.
She does not like my Crocs. We'll just put it that way. Oh, that was a good one. I'm gonna let you relish in that for a second. That was really nice. All right. Would you rather take a week-long hiking, camping trip or a week-long cruise?
A week-long cruise?
Yeah.
There's no contest there at all.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say.
I get seasick, so that should tell you something about what I would think about hiking.
I had to park at the back of a lot one day going to the grocery store. That was my hiking for the week.
Wow.
All right. Would you rather be in a real-life version of The Walking Dead or Jurassic Park?
Ooh.
I'd say Jurassic Park.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. How about, would you rather owe someone a lot of money or owe them a big favor? Well, I do both of those all the time.
I would rather owe someone a favor.
I owe everybody money and I owe favors to everybody. Would you rather be half your height or double your weight?
Half my height.
Really? Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Would you rather?
Half, that'd be pretty short.
That's a toughie.
That's a tough one.
All right. And how about this? Would you rather have a new expensive pair of shoes or an inexpensive pair of sunglasses?
What?
Would you
I'd
rather
rather have
have
a new expensive pair of shoes.
Yeah, that is kind of
That's a no-brainer.
that seems like I worded it wrong, but I'm reading it exactly the way they have it. Would you rather hang out with your family or with your friends?
Family.
Really?
Well, us.
Your family's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. There's more if you'd like to read
And I don't
those.
have any friends, so it'd be pretty lonely.
Makes it easy. All right. There's more of those. If you want to read them, they're in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Excited to visit with John Kanell, and we're going to talk about Preppy Kitchen's super easy 100 simple and versatile recipes. And John, this is something that's good because everybody needs a little variety in their life. We don't want to eat the same old thing. So you've got some really cool stuff in this book, don't you?
I do. Well, I tried at least. I think all of us want something really delicious, beautiful to eat, but almost no one has a lot of time these days. So this book is for everyone who is kind of hanging by their fingernails when it's time to make breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And they want a simple, easy-to-follow recipe with ingredients they have on hand that they can make.
And one of the things I think a lot of people skip breakfast because, you wake up, you get ready, the hustle and bustle, you don't do it. But it's one of the most important meals of the day. It's definitely in the top 3, but I think it's very important that people have breakfast. So you've got some really simple ideas and some things that are pretty easy if you do a little bit of preparation ahead of time, right?
Yeah, like there's a breakfast in a cup, and it is a great grab-and-go meal. It's like if you've had a frittata or a quiche, you have similar flavors of like the egg, the cheese, the veggies. You could have sausage or bacon in it, maybe your mix-ins. And it's something where you kind of clear the fridge out, use what you have on hand. You could prep it out the night before, and you bake it off in a few minutes, and people can enjoy it at the table, or they can grab a couple and have them in a napkin on their way to work or school. Not all of us have a lot of time in the morning. It's really a rush.
And I see another one on here, ice cream overnight oats. That got my attention. What the heck is that?
That's one of our favorites. So overnight oats, you're going to have milk of choice, a little bit of yogurt, your oats and chia seeds, and you mix them up. Just a dash of maple syrup and vanilla is life-changing. You don't even use that much, but it gives you the perfectly sweet flavor, and I swear it tastes like ice cream. I mean, we have a lot of different tastes in the house. People like different things. Make a big batch of it, split it up into cups, and maybe someone gets berries, the other one gets some nuts and coconut shavings, the other one maybe has some raisins. It's totally up to you. I give you the mixins that you could use, and you can make something that everyone really likes the night before or 2 nights ahead of time, and it's like easier than you could imagine.
I love that. Now, as I take a look at other meals throughout the day, you've got some other really delicious looking things, and sometimes you have the side dish that kind of makes or breaks the meal. So some simple, easy side dishes that you can do to make everything better, right?
Yeah, one of my favorite recipes in the book is this very humble but delicious spicy tomato orzo. It goes with everything, and it's kind of like a riff on a Greek recipe I grew up with from Sunday dinners, which is very delicious but time-intensive. And I have a couple hacks in here. So instead of making your tomato base from scratch, you're going to get your spicy tomato base from Bloody Mary mix, and that's where you're starting off with. You have a little bit of time on the stovetop, but then it swaps right into the oven. So instead of hanging out and stirring and worrying about things burning, which is the normal case, bakes off in the oven perfectly, and they are like silky, amazing, saucy, and it goes so well with like chicken, beef, lamb, or just a salad. It's amazing.
Very nice. And John has a new book out, Preppy Kitchen, super easy, 100 simple and versatile recipes. And as much as I'd love to go through all 100 of them, that's what the book is for. So we're going to skip to my favorite part of the meal, dessert. And I see you've got something called Brian's Favorite Chocolate Cake. I'm going to see if this will be John's favorite as well. Tell me, what do we do with the favorite chocolate cake?
So this is like, if you have a chocolate lover, this is the cake you're going to make. It's fluffy, fudgy, moist, and it's a stir-together recipe. So you can have your kids mix it together with a whisk, and it'll come out perfectly. And the frosting is sublime. It's like luscious chocolate decadent silk that covers the cake. So you can make it in any number of ways. It could be a sheet cake as well. But it's like the perfect chocolate cake with almost no work.
I love that. Now, the book is available right now, but there are some people that are maybe not learners of reading. They actually like to watch videos. You do plenty of those too, don't you?
Yeah, I've actually been baking a lot from the book on my YouTube channel. So you can look up Preppy Kitchen, and I'll be there in my kitchen making some delicious food for you. And you can watch and follow, or just kind of watch and have some relaxing kitchen time with a friend.
Nice. John, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me. I hope everyone has a lovely day.
Absolutely. Again, the book is out right now. It's Preppy Kitchen, super easy, 100 simple and versatile recipes. I've got a link to it and to his YouTube channel in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
To speak just a few phrases, the body uses 100 different muscles from the neck and the chest and the jaw, the tongue, and the lips. So there's a lot going on just to speak 100 different, or to speak a few phrases. So it's a lot happening there. And you say I don't get any extra. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Birds have hollow bones, and that is what helps them fly. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Shaquille O'Neal wears a size 22 shoe.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's bigger than my shoes. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In the Old West, more cowboys died crossing swollen rivers than during gunfights.
Oh, I bet.
So more cowboys drowned than got shot.
Gosh.
And we'll do one more fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The first Avon lady was actually an Avon man. The company founder, David McConnell. He founded Avon in 1886. So
Fascinating.
that's kind of cool. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If you want a better credit card, it can be easy and not so hard. BetterCreditCards.com. Earn more points and get more perks. Get what you're looking for in a card that works. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. In a poll, this was found to be the top outdoor activity that makes adults feel like a kid again. What is it?
Swimming?
No, close though. Fishing.
Oh.
Fishing, yeah. So you're in the water for both of those. So, yeah, in a poll, fishing was found to be the top outdoor activity to make adults feel like a kid again. I think it's because when they catch a fish and they have to touch it, they go, "Ooh, this is yucky," and they feel like a kid again.
Yeah, maybe.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference, even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Strawberries and cream is the signature dish of Wimbledon, but no one is exactly sure how that came to be. Spectators at the recent tennis tournament, hoped to beat last year's more than 50 tons of strawberries and nearly 1,500 liters of cream consumed over 2 weeks. The stuff comes at a price that people love, too. Strawberries and cream in England's version of Costco's. It's their version of the hot dog at Costco.
Oh, okay.
It has remained 2.5 pounds, 2.50 pounds, which is like $3.17 since 2010.
Costco hot dog is still a better deal.
Yeah, well, it's $1.50. So anyway, that is, I don't know if they sold more or not because I don't follow all of that, but that story is, is done now. So there you go. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I have a list of questions plaguing humanity.
Okay.
Heidi loves these. She just doesn't like the way I say that. Is that
right?
accurate?
The intro is super annoying.
So one of the questions plaguing humanity: what exactly are they planting to grow seedless melons?
Yeah.
How do you do that without a seed? How about when your pet bird sees you reading the newspaper, does it wonder why you're sitting there staring at their carpeting? Yeah. How do you know when it's time to tune your bagpipes? What is the point of a helmet if you're skydiving? Yeah, there you
That's true.
Why isn't there mouse-flavored cat food? Oh, that's a good idea. That's very good. Why do they report power outages on television? Yeah, if you're seeing it on television, you have power.
Yeah.
At what age do old people decide that they're not even going to look when they back out of their driveway? Well, I've seen that happen too many times. And our final question plaguing humanity: can a woman who's plucked all of her eyebrows really be surprised? Yes. That is the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis by allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com. Your quote today comes from Billy Burke, who says, "Age is of no importance unless you're a cheese."
Okay.
I like that. That's good, Billy.
Okay.
Good quote. I like that. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Here's a headline. What is wrong with you? Off-duty firefighter on a way to Disney pulls a man from a burning car.
Yikes.
It comes from Brooklyn,
Yikes.
New York. Off-duty fire department deputy chief saved a man from a burning car while he was on his way to a family vacation. Said he's dedicated 34 years of service to the city. He was on an 18-hour drive to go to Disney with his family. Traveling along the Beltway in Brooklyn, traffic came to a sudden halt. He noticed a serious accident ahead. Recognizing the signs of a fire, he did what he does. He sprang into action. I jumped out of the car and I started running up the highway, he recounted. He got to the scene to find two vehicles involved in the crash, debris scattered across the road. The engine compartments of one was already in flames. Fire was spreading rapidly.
Yikes.
Passenger door caved in. The fire intensifies. Healy quickly assessed the situation and realized the man was knocked out in the back seat.
Oh,
As
no.
the fire grew more dangerous, Healy, along with a police officer who arrived at the scene, smashed the driver's side window and managed to open the door. Healy then climbed into the car, got into the back seat to find the man entangled in a seatbelt, completely limp. The car was filling with smoke. The fire threatened to consume the entire vehicle, the situation rapidly deteriorating. He said if I didn't remove him in a fairly short order, the fire was going to overwhelm the car.
Oh, my gosh.
With the help of the officer, Healy successfully freed the man, pulled him from the burning vehicle. Can you even imagine that?
No, terrifying.
Yeah, so I've got a link to the entire story if you want to read the whole thing. There's a lot more, and there's some video, and there's some photos. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.